welcome to Cindy's Library, and today I am going to do a review of Tress of the Emerald Sea, the first of Brandon Sanderson's secret projects. Doesn't it look so pretty? And I absolutely love the colored illustrations that are included. So beautiful. But what of the story? Well, Tress of the Emerald Sea is set in the Cosmere, not a world we have visited before. A very interesting world. Has, I believe, 12 moons, each of which has spores that falls to this planet, and those spores basically act like an ocean. Kind of like something like sand can act like a liquid in the right circumstances, but it's not a true liquid. Except that these spores are dangerous, even deadly. Um, One of the first ones we encounter are the spores from the green moon, which makes sense since the island Tress lives on is indeed somewhere in the Emerald Sea. And if it gets water on it, then plants start growing at an extremely crazy and dangerous rate. And they're almost sentient in that they seem to be attracted to life. And ships that sail on the oceans, they can get entangled in these. So there's that. Um, let's see. Silver and salt are some of the things that can protect you from spores that are alive. So that's enough about this world to be getting on with. Some other interesting things is this is told from Hoyd's point of view, and that he is the main narrator. Obviously, he couldn't have known exactly everything here, but he obviously talked to Tress and or other people and got the whole story here. Very fun. Lloyd's quite an interesting character, and he's even more interesting in this one for reasons. But Tress is what one could call just a normal girl. Family's not particularly rich. Her father was injured in a mining accident. I guess salt mining is one of the big activities on their island. So he can't do a whole lot of work. So Tress, she is a window washer. And of course, the main biggest building to wash windows at is the local noble's huge mansion. And while she's there, she talks to Charlie. He says he's a gardener. We know he's really that noble's son. And Tress and Charlie become quite fond of each other. But Charlie is sent away, and then he is captured by the sorceress, who the king is in a war with right now. And no one seems to want to rescue Charlie, so Tress, after much consideration, decides that if no one else will, she will go rescue Charlie. And that's exactly what she does. Indeed, she manages to get onto a ship, and things go on from there. Can't really say a whole lot more than that, except um, the cruise of the ships that she goes on. We find some very interesting characters there, lots of adventures, including uh, adventures initiated by spores. And yeah, that's probably where I need to leave it, except to say, uh, very fairy tale with some horror elements. What the spores can do is rather grotesque in some cases, but that's not wrong for a fairy tale either. And so I absolutely loved it, and I can hardly wait to visit this world again, and hopefully Tress, because she's a fun character. I guess I can also say that some things going on with the larger Cosmere are referenced by Hoyd, and I probably have to leave that there as well. But so glad I read this. This was so fun. I couldn't put it down. It's probably going towards the top of my Brandon Sanderson list. So that tells you how good it was, or at least how much enjoyment I got out of it. Now, the only thing is, now I have to decide how long I have to wait until it won't be too soon to reread it. Not that I don't have plenty of other things to be working on reading-wise in the meantime. So, have you had a chance to read Tress of the Emerald Seas yet? If so, I'd love to hear what you thought of it. If not, if you are a Brandon Sanderson fan, I would say this is a must-read. If you like fairy tales, I would also say this is a must-read. So, win-win. So, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. I think that'll do us for today. So, until next time, I hope we all stay safe and healthy. And as always, happy reading.